You never know when around the next corner it's over. It's done. You're yesterday's news. The show that you worked on is everyone liked it back then, but now there's new stuff coming. You know what I'm saying? And as all of us are actors, and we love to do what we do, but no matter what role we get in, no matter what show it is, it's going to end. It's going to end in 23 episodes, or it's going to end in 53, or Dragon Ball's going to end in 894. But whatever, it's going to end. And so you're always having to, wonder where the next opportunity is going to come from. And I'll be honest, that's kind of a scary existence. It really is. And it's a trade-off. The joy that we get from what we do, that maybe someone who's, getting a paycheck every 2 weeks and on a salaried job, sitting in an office or something, we get certain enjoyment out of our job, but the trade-off is that we don't know what the future's going to hold. And we don't get paid a ton of money either. So there's a trade-off for getting to do something like this,
Lucy and myself and Chris, we're all just in a show that we can't talk about yet, but it's weird too when you're doing a show with great people and you get attached to characters and then it ends. Yeah. Like, especially if you get a really good character that you're like, oh, I'm really starting to fall for this. You kind of fall in love with the character and then you have to break up with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's good. Oh, so many. You. Oh, sorry. No, you go. I called the last one. You. Yes.
What character do you hate the absolute most?
I actually really hated my character in Moon Phase.
You're gonna say me.
No, I played Power in Moon Phase, and I really hated her until Colleen let me direct the last 6 episodes of that show. And it wasn't until I saw her in the context of the show that I was like, oh, she's really funny. Like, I just thought she was annoying.
Because she cried all the time, and she's just such a weak person.
Shut up! But in the context of the show, she was actually really funny. So once I saw like this show as a whole, I was like, okay, I see where she fits in. Yeah. Oh yeah, you were my sister.
Yeah. I didn't hate you. I don't. Greg Ayers has a really good answer for questions like this, and I will totally borrow from him because I think it's true. Whenever somebody asks him about a show or something he didn't like, he said, I could say it, but it's somebody's favorite show, or it's somebody's favorite character, and I'm not going to do that, So I think we all have things that are our favorites, but they go by really fast, The trade-off, the happy trade-off is if you're doing something you don't particularly love as much as you might love something else, it'll be over in a few episodes, You can fake it until then.
Yeah, and sometimes characters turn out to be different than you thought they were. I don't know how you guys felt when you first started, but you were just excited to get anything, and you had no idea what the show was about. You didn't know what the character arc was. You just, ooh, I get to play somebody. And then suddenly, 5 or 6 episodes in, it takes a turn, and you're like, ooh, this is ooh. But it's acting. At the end of the day, it's acting. A lot of people ask us, what was it like to play this character that was a homicidal maniac or a sex pervert or whatever? Whatever it is. And we're all just acting at different characters. We're not necessarily, not the roles we play, but for bad or good, we're just playing the role as best we can. And if you really hate the character because he's a bad guy, then I guess somebody's doing their job right, That's the goal, is for the character to be hated.
Yeah. Good answer. Okay, green shirt.
Me?
No, I'm sorry, but maybe next time.
Okay.
Before you started voice acting, was there something that you had certain standards when you thought you would do? Was there something that you actually were that you were expecting? Or something you weren't expecting to be doing?
Say that one more time.
Like when you have a certain expectation, like this is what you're going to be doing, but then you find out when you're actually doing it, there's other things you weren't expecting to do.
Yeah, okay. So kind of like, before we started doing this, do we have expectations about what it might be like, and then when you start doing it, what's new that you weren't expecting.
Not
Right?
clear.
Did I understand that right?
Is that right?
Okay.
You know, when Chris and Monica and I started back at ADV, I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong, you please chime in. I had no clue that anime would ever become what it has become. I mean, we thought it was a kind of a cool little weird kind of a thing to get to do as an actor, but I remember the first con I went to going, oh my gosh, people watch this stuff? I mean, they actually buy the VHS tapes? I couldn't believe it, you know? And I think that was the thing for me that was so surprising, is we just thought it was a fun opportunity and never imagined that it would grow into the field that it did, into the amazing industry that it has become. And we were just all fortunate enough, well, I mean, those of us that have been around a while to have gotten in on it when it was much smaller and just been able to continue to be a part of it. But I never expected that it would grow as it has and become as popular as it has.
I'm kind of different because I actually watched anime, so I knew that people watched it because I was watching it. And I guess for me, the expectation was I never expected to ever be on a panel talking to people and people were actually listening to me. Actually, it's kind of funny, the first con that I ever did, like, it was actually Anime Boston, and they were promoting back, and it was like 3 or 4 years ago, and on every panel, I was like, quiet as a mouse, never said anything, because I was like, no one wants to hear what I have to say. Like, I'm not important, which was probably true at the time. I was gonna talk anyway. But no, it's just kind of cool. Like, I never ever, because I did bit parts at Funimation for so long, just like for 2 years, just like I was always girl A, like whatever. Because I know with you guys, you kind of like stepped in and you were like, I'm the lead. Like I had to wait a long time. But like, so yeah, it was just, it's kind of overwhelming sometimes when I really sit and think about it that I'm actually here.
Real boy, not Pinocchio.
We do believe in fairies. Over there, purple. Yes, you. Woo. Yes.
Okay, if Greed and Envy were to arm wrestle, who would win?
What? Definitely me. You have watched the show, right? Okay.
That's true. That's
I
that's
scared the
you're
pee
right.
out of you, yes.
She's right. You totally win.
I'm gonna pick the red wig. Yeah.
What do you feel is not only the best way to practice voice acting, but matching lip movements?
I'm really, really bad at it, and it's because I don't have a musical background at all. The people up here that can sing and have, it is such a rhythmic thing that, I mean, I still don't understand it, to tell you the truth. Supposedly there's 3 beeps. On the 4th, imaginary beeps when you start. You'll watch it once, you're supposed to figure it out. That's never happened for me. So ask them.
I don't think it's so important that you know how to match the flaps. I don't. You kind of get more of a sense of it the more you do it. I think that is something that you have to just sort of do. I think if you're a good actor, then people can work with you on that. And like we said, Pro Tools has made it such that if you can get it kind of close or whatever, they can work at fudging it in there. It's not like you have to hit it every time magically, and it's not like that.
Lucy Christian just does that naturally, though.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, in terms of practicing voice acting, I mean...
Probably just mute your television, maybe pick something that you enjoy, and write down some lines that might be fun.